Hey, it's Mike with Riding in the Ozarks, and today we're going to talk about how to tell if your tire is too old. Now, some people will say that you shouldn't ride on a tire that's more than 5 years old or 10 years old or whatever. The fact is, the research I show says there is no specific age that your tire is too old. There's a lot of variables that go into that. If it's out exposed to the sun, it'll have dry rot and cracking, things like that make a difference whether it's 5 years or 10 years old. This particular tire right here is the date code. Now, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I'll zoom in on it here for you. But that's 4913. That means this tire was produced the 49th week of 2013. This is New Year's Eve 2023. So this tire is now 10 years old, and I am replacing it, but not because it's 10 years old. It has not had a ton of miles on it. We've owned the bike the last 8 years. It was my wife's bike, and then I bought it from her right before we got married, and it's my bike now. And it's not completely wore out, but it's not going to get me through next summer. We'll show you the wear pattern here and where to look for. Most tires have a wear indicator to know when it's time to replace it. We'll show you that as well. But I wanted to talk about this date code here. And like I said, usually this is only on one side of the tire, and you'll see 4 digits. It's the week and the year. In this case, this one's on a Dunlop, and it's got a little circle around it. And I've looked, and this is not anywhere else on the tire. I am sure this is the date indicator, but there's nothing else that really says that's what it is. So you just have to look for that. It'll make sense when you see it. All right, guys, we're looking at the sidewall here. I'm trying to keep my hand out of the light. But see that little arrow right there? That's an indicator on the sidewall where the tire wear indicator is in the tire pattern on this side. So we'll show you that in just a second. I'm going to zoom out here so you can kind of get a reference to how small this is compared to the wheel. And to give you some indication, these aren't in just one place. There's one there, there's one there, there's one over here. They're spaced throughout the tire down here. So about every 8 or 10 inches, you're going to run into one on this particular tire. This is a Dunlop D401. I'm going to try and show you this here, and I think you can kind of see it. So right there's the arrow, and if we come around, you see a spot in the tread right there in the center. We'll see if it shows up any better when we zoom in. So there's the wear bar, and you can actually, if you use like your fingernail, feel a little ridge in there. It's right there. So if this tire was technically wore out, it would be smooth across there and there would be no tread there. That's when you know you're beyond the tread wear indicator and you're recommended to replace the tire. Like I said, I plan to put some miles on this bike next summer. So this winter we're putting new tires on it. Plus these tires, being 10 years old, are leaking air on a pretty regular basis. So I'm going to put new Dunlop American Elites on the front and back, new brakes. We're doing suspension and seats on the Dyna as well. So wear indicators, the date on the tire, all those things are things you can use to determine when your tires wore out. The older a tire gets, generally the harder it gets, which means it's going to spin easier. It's not going to grip as good in the corners. I'm putting this on a 2000 FX DX, and I want to kind of do everything this winter so it's all ready to ride next summer. So new tires, different shocks, new seat, maybe new bars if we get to that and we can afford it before spring, or they may have to wait. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm changing the tires on it now. Now I can tell you these 10-year-old tires lose air just sitting around in the garage. I have a Phobo 2 tire pressure monitoring system that connects to my phone. I've talked about that in a previous video. I'll throw a link to it up here if you're interested in those kinds of things for older bikes like this for TPMS. But I monitor these tires pretty close because they lose air pretty quickly sitting around in the garage. So I want to make sure that I've got good air pressure when I'm out getting into a corner, and good sticky tires, not old hard tires. So that's why I'm replacing these, even though technically they're not wore out. if I didn't want to get into the corners hard, I live somewhere like Kansas where everything's flat and straight, and I didn't ride a lot of miles, and I didn't care if I had to take the bike somewhere else to get tires put on it or whatever else, then I might not be doing this right now. But I live in the Ozarks, and I don't want to be putting tires on in the middle of riding season. We ride almost every weekend somewhere. We take trips. So this is a winter project for me, but you have to decide what's right for yourself. Now this is kind of off the topic, but I went to a set of Metzler Cruise Techs the last time I changed tires on my Sport Glide. I've not been real, well, let's say I've just not been real thrilled with them. I don't think they were as good as the American Elites for the style of riding I do and for the roads I have around here. So I went with American Elites to replace these 401s, not Metzlers, not Michelins, not something else. I've ran American Elites on my Street Glide for 8 years until recently for this last tire change, and I'm going back to the Dunlop American Elites because that's what I prefer. You guys leave me a comment down below. Let me know, do you ever check the tire wear indicators, or do you just ride it till the steel belt's showing? I mean, I've done that too. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure I shouldn't have, but I have. And what kind of tire do you prefer? Y'all stay safe, keep on riding, and we'll see you in the next one.